Alright, quick update on Ethereum. So I believe the last video we made for this coin, we were somewhere around about here, and we were saying, if we get a strong bounce from the resistance, which would have hopefully flipped support, so it has, we can now mark this as green. You can see that we were expecting a pump to the upside. So we've been in this descending channel, descending wedge type pattern since the 30th of November really. We haven't really had too much of a strong bounce out of here. You can see that we're getting stuck at this fib right here, which is the 382. We also have some resistance coming in this box, which is the 200-day moving average, along with the Fibonacci here, which is the 0.5. So all in all, for me to start getting very bullish again on Ethereum, I would like to see us break above this previous high that we put in at 32,087. So yeah, not really too much going on. We did have some nice buying volume come in yesterday. The selling volume that we're having right now is very, very small compared to what we've been putting in for the last few weeks or so. So it does show that there is more buyers in the market than sellers. The RSI as well it could be potentially making like a cup and handle pattern, something like this, or maybe like a W if we do something like this. But either way, I mean, the RSI does look fairly neutral to bullish right now in my opinion. We have obviously broken out of this huge downtrend, so that is a good thing. If we come over to the total crypto market cap, you can similarly see that the total crypto market cap run into some resistance on this this trend line here that is also correlated to the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders that we made a video on yesterday. So yeah, I mean, all of the markets are running into a tiny bit of resistance. Bitcoin looks like it could be back testing this previous low here and back testing again, this greater W breakout. So all in all, I wouldn't be shaken out of Ethereum just because we've had a tiny dump, as long as we do kind of stay above. As long as we stay above this trend line, really, I mean, we should be good for more bullish continuation. I would like to see something like this, like a potential W pattern. So yeah, I mean, as long as we stay, in my opinion, roughly around above 29,020, as long as we do stay above there, then we can still argue that, we are very bullish for bullish continuation. If we do take a micro fib as well, from the low to the high, you can also argue as long as we're above these 618, we're bullish. So I mean, we could even come all the way down to 2598, which is a little bit of a steeper correction, but nonetheless, I mean, we have been in this downtrend for a while. In my opinion, I don't really think that's too necessarily likely. I am just pointing out, obviously, technically, as long as we do stay above this 25.9, round up to 26, then we are bullish for this coin. I do believe that this back test that we've had here on this resistance flip support is enough for us to be off to the races, because we did have some strong green volume coming in. If we do switch over to the weekly, you can see the RSI is making like a tiny inverse head and shoulders here. So I mean, everything is looking really good for this coin in my opinion. We have had a green red green formation, which is bullish. And also, if we just look on the slightly bigger time frame on the weekly, you can see that we have been in this this very nice uptrend. So I do expect us to keep on kind of sideways climbing up, something like this, before the 21st of March. Then perhaps we could see a much bigger uptrend. So all in all, we have broken out of every kind of level that we really need to see. In the micro term, I do believe that we would have a huge pump if we did break above the 32,090. So yeah, that's really all I'm seeing for Ethereum right now. If I do come over to the monthly quickly, just to wrap it up, you can see that the RSI is having a bounce off the 56, so I mean, we could be heading back up to at least 70. I do believe, that we are going to have a strong pump coming into Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the rest of the market in the next couple of weeks. Now, one tiny cause for concern of whether you should be trading Ethereum over Bitcoin is obviously the Bitcoin dominance is heading up quite strongly. We're now above the 200-day moving average, and if we do zoom out, you can see that every time BTC does get above this 200-day moving average, you know, 9 times out of 10 we go on a huge rally. You can see we did it here. Here we had a huge fake out, but I mean, still, I mean, altcoins probably got absolutely destroyed. That was a 17% pump on Bitcoin. And you know, previously we kind of just hanged around. This was obviously when altcoins became very popular, and ever since then Bitcoin has been losing its market cap. But nonetheless, in the mid to short term, a pump above the 200-day moving average for the Bitcoin dominance is very bullish for Bitcoin, not necessarily too bullish for some of the altcoins like Ethereum, for example. So I mean, personally, I would be accumulating Bitcoin instead of Ethereum. I don't personally hold any Ethereum. I'm more of a Solana person, but yeah, in the short term, I do see Ethereum continuing this uptrend. If we do break above 32.9, like I said, then the next target is all the way up here at 35.8, which from where we are now is about a 15% pump. And then obviously we would need to talk about what happens when we get around this area. If we did break above here, then, you know, we would be very strongly off to the races. At that point, I would be saying, you know, the next target up here is the all-time high. Obviously, the target of this descending wedge anyway is the all-time high. So yeah, obviously I'm not saying that that's going to come anytime soon. I do believe that we need some more time to kind of see what's going on in the market. Now, one last thing before we wrap up the video, you can see as well that we do have a inverse head and shoulders here, so it's a bit more wonky than it is on than the one that we've got on the total crypto market cap. But you can nonetheless, you can see that we've got this very nice inverse head and shoulders, and we are running into resistance on it right here on the neckline. So once again, if we do go back to the total crypto market cap, you can see it's got the exact same pattern, the exact same as Ethereum, and we've run into basically the exact same neckline. So I'd keep an eye on the total crypto market cap if you're looking for some guidance on what's going to happen on Ethereum. But yeah, I mean, like I said, as soon as we kind of get above this 32,000 or 3,200, and then if we did pump solidly above, let's round it up to 3,300, then, you know, I believe we'd be off to the races. So yeah, that's all I'm seeing for Ethereum. Once again, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Peace.